What's going on, everyone? Super excited today because it is October, so it is Pharmacy Month. Big shout out to my former co-resident Jessica. She is doing some awesome things. She actually got me to do this video really to celebrate and spread awareness of the pharmacy profession. I know she's collaborating with a lot of folks out there to spread awareness, so definitely check her out. I'll post links to her channel and her different social media links below. Definitely check her out. Because the theme is Know Your Medicine, Know Your Pharmacist, and because I'm an Informatics Pharmacist, I wanted to share a little bit about what we do as Informatics Pharmacists and how we have an impact on the community. So a little bit about me, I did my bachelor's in human nutrition and I also did my pharmacy training at the University of Florida. Right after graduating, I did 2 years of residency. The first year was in pharmacy practice and the second year was in pharmacy informatics. Right after that, I got hired to basically do infectious disease informatics currently. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what Informatics Pharmacists do. At the heart of it, we're essentially problem solvers. We get the opportunity to solve these very complex problems, and they're complex because there's two different domains in which the problem stems from. One is a clinical domain and the other is a technical domain. So we have to solve these kind of problems with knowledge in both of these fields. Some examples might be the drug budget is not where we want it to be. We want to lower our cost for the drug budget. Let's say IV acetaminophen was identified as one of the major contributors to the high cost, and we want to find a way to restrict it. We just want to discourage inappropriate use. So they might say, "Hey Brian, how do we design a tool or workflow that will allow us to do so?" Or it could be you got audited by Joint Commission or whatever regulatory agency, and they're like, "Hey, your health system is not assessing allergies before medications are being ordered. How do you resolve that in the system? What tools and workflows can you design to help with that?" And both of those have a technical component and a clinical component. For IV acetaminophen, it's is it appropriate to restrict? What are the scenarios in which it should be restricted? And then once you have that, the tools you design, is it even technically feasible? What methods can you use in there? And then once you have those kind of solutions in your mind, and there's usually more than one, you take it, you compile it, merge it together into the various solutions, and then you're tasked with the challenge of presenting that to people who aren't experts in both fields or might just be experts in one. So you're tasked with trying to communicate and articulate to them something that makes sense. And afterwards you continuously evaluate and monitor that whatever solution you pitched and the solution that they chose is working as intended. So that's just an example of the problems you solve. It's very rewarding. People surely will like you. Your managers, your directors will love you for it because you're able to solve these kind of problems, and it's fun. It opens up a level of creativity. There's a lot of out-of-the-box thinking and critical thinking. Most of my days I would spend when I'm given a new problem that is theorizing. Okay, I can do it like this, this, and this, or I can do it like this, this, and this, and I come up with the pros and cons in my head, and then I'll take the ideas and actually test it out and try it. And see what works, what doesn't work, and then I'll present it back to our subject matter experts and our decision makers. So it's pretty fun. A lot of creativity is involved and a lot of out-of-the-box thinking. So that's the first thing. We're problem solvers. We contribute back to healthcare and the community by solving these types of complex problems that typically have a technical component to it. Now, in regards to impact, Informatics Pharmacists have a huge role and contribute largely to population health. And what I mean by that is the tools that we design are impactful and affect all the different clinicians in the hospital. It could be a physician, a PT, a nurse, a PA, a NP, a pharmacist, whoever, everyone that interacts with the system is impacted by the tool you design. So it's very important because if you design a horrid tool, you can really make someone's life miserable, and then they will in turn not be able to provide good patient care. You know, think about like if you're doing homework or something and you're trying to do a paper, you're trying to write a paper, but your software crashes, or you have to click through all these pop-ups to get to it. You didn't put in your key for the Microsoft Word, whatever it may be. It's just very intrusive to even like get to the program, get to the software, and do the job you need to do. So it's frustrating. And you know, if you turn in for the grade and you think about the grade as patient care, the grade isn't that great because you're frustrated, you don't provide good patient care, and you're hating the world. Something like that, right? So, you know, what we're tasked with is, you know, we create these tools. It's important that we not only evaluate the clinical appropriateness, the technical appropriateness, but also, or the technical feasibility, I mean, but we also have to make sure it is usable for our users. You indirectly affect patient care by designing the tools that all the healthcare professionals end up using. So the Informatics Pharmacists do play a pretty large role in contributing to healthcare. You probably don't see them around. They're usually in some other building, or you might just interact with them via email. Alright guys, so that's kind of it for the video. Happy National Pharmacy Month. Happy National Pharmacy Week. Again, big shout out to Jessica. Until next time, guys. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in and watching the video. If you like the content, definitely hit the ImproRx button over to your left to subscribe, and definitely check out more videos over here to your right. Now, as always, if you have questions, comments, and even better, suggestions for future videos, definitely let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, until next time, guys.